Donuts.
All right, so can we sort of triangulate what direction they're going and try to maybe cut them off at the pass, as it were?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we can get a little bit ahead of them, and we all have the benefit of my pass without a trace now because they're all within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
So we're going to try to get ahead of them and prepare to jump them.
Okay, so everybody roll a stealth roll to get in position.
So everybody gets a plus 10 on that.
19 for me. I roll with disadvantage.
I got a 38.
I got a 20.
19.
Okay. So you guys are all set up for I would say for an ambush, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are all set up in position and you see them. There are 3 holding torches, there are 3 Gith. One of the Gith, his right wrist just shines from the light from all the silver he has on. The other 2 don't have anything. The 4th individual who doesn't have a torch is a mind flayer. And he's carrying a basket. And the Gith look irritated and they bark some orders at him, and the mind flayer just kind of looks back at them and he starts rummaging through the ground and he's picking things up and putting them in a basket.
Looks like we can maybe find ourselves a friend here. So, is there any time limit on the scroll that we got from Asmodeus? Like if I cast it now, we're within a mile. Will it like run out at some point, or can I just?
No, you're just making him aware that you're coming.
All right. So I'm gonna read that scroll before we do anything.
Okay.
In case that.
Sorry. How much silver is on the really silvered one?
It's hard to tell. It looks like a solid piece, but it's not. There's probably at least 4 or 5 on there.
Is there silver anywhere else on that this Gith is wearing?
No.
Okay.
So when I read the scroll, do I notice any reaction from the mind flayer?
No.
Okay.
So how far away are we from these Gith now?
I would say 30 feet.
Oh, I didn't realize they were that close. I assume the plan then is just to go. we're not chit-chatting at this point back and forth about what we're going to do, how much silver there is.
No, I think we're just going to go.
No, I was just curious.
And the mind flayer walks up. He's probably 5 feet from Theria, reaches down and picks up what looks like a mushroom and puts it in his basket.
Well, I'm casting a 5th level spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
Yeah, basically, I was gonna wait till I saw some sort of activity. I was gonna try and swoop down and grab the one with all the silver, and then fly straight up as high as I can.
It's gonna make it like a open hand, and I'm gonna slap one of the Gith. One of the ones not wearing silver. We might as well take out the minions.
And I'm gonna.
That's a 23.
23 does hit. Yes.
And that would be. That's 35 points of force damage.
All right. Who's next?
So I'll Soul Wrench will use this opportunity. He will go right for the. Sully, you went for the general. Is that right?
No, I went for one of the other Gith.
Okay. So Soul Wrench charges forth at the general in mid-stride.
This would
or
be
not
a veteran.
the general.
This would be a veteran. This would be a veteran.
The veteran.
Okay.
So he charges forth at the veteran and uses his hex. So a shadow form leaps out at this Gith, wrapping it up and causing like shadowy steam to drip forth from it. And then as Soul Wrench closes at the distance. Suddenly, a sphere of total blackness envelops the two of them.
Okay, what level is Hex?
It's a level 1 spell, but it's cast at a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
And so is darkness.
All right.
Wait, I can't do that. So I don't no, because they're both concentration. So I don't cast Hex. I just cast the darkness. And then I prepare to engage. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Who's up next?
I was gonna, I said I was gonna fly at the thing,
Okay.
at the one with all the silver, and try and grab him and fly straight up with him.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So I just kind of imagine you're running at him while I'm flying. It's like dark.
Are
So
you
maybe he has disadvantage. I don't know.
are you an owl?
He's
Yeah.
still now.
Okay. All right.
I'm a giant owl,
Okay.
so I'm actually a large creature.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's probably like a grapple check.
Yep.
Which unfortunately for an owl isn't that great. If I were a giant eagle, on the other hand, that would have been better.
But then you wouldn't have had the dark vision 120 feet.
The give and take.
So you'd have been blind. Instead, you're just blind because of the magical darkness.
Yeah. I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you go to grapple it and it knocks you away.
That bastard. Well, giant owls only get one attack, so I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have to use that or if I can use my 2 attacks.
Pretty sure you have to use their attacks.
Okay, well, fuck me.
Well, I mean, now that you're in melee range, I actually probably would have dropped it anyway. I was unaware of this carry them off plan.
Buddy.
Whereas I would have thought you would have wanted to like swoop into melee range and then pull your axe.
I mean, I like epic kills, so that I'd go with whatever I had at my.
What I'm saying is, as you swoop in, ready to like snatch them up, I probably would have just broken concentration to let you turn into a dwarf. So,
I mean, if that were the case, I could do that too. I could just swing at him with my axe instead.
that was sort of my plan, was to turn you back. So that's what I would have done.
Okay.
This is what happens when we just go and go.
Yep. Well, I mean, he was already in. There was no way to communicate with the giant owl. So,
Nobody told me what to do, so I'm like, I'll just do what
Yeah, since Lincoln needed to take a break, you guys want to take 5 right here and we'll come back.
yeah, sure. Be right
Okay.
back.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Theria, you're up.
All right, so far just our guys have gone and they haven't gone yet.
Right. We
Correct.
haven't really rolled initiative yet.
All right, so
Correct.
I'm gonna say forcefully but not threateningly to the mind flayer to step aside, as we're here to free him. And then I'm gonna lean over his shoulder or whatever passes as a shoulder for this thing, and fire at whichever the gift is closest to me.
I really hope this is the mind flayer we're seeking.
Two of them are wrapped in magical darkness, so I think there's just the one that's not in darkness.
Okay, all right, I'll fire at the one that's not in darkness.
What's the dinging noise? Is that me?
No, that's me. It's my I am.
Okay. That's fine. I just was like, crap. What have I done now?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to turn that off.
No.
I was just taunting somebody in my fantasy football league.
Okay. No, that's okay. I was thinking it was either that or the Easy Bake Oven or something. Okay, so
All
you
right,
just
so-
tell the Mind Flare to step aside.
That we're here to free him and his brethren, and that then I'm going to take a shot at the gift.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right, so I'm going to take a shot.
Come with me.
First.
Live.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark first, and then I'm going to fire. The first one is a 30. The second one is a 19. What's the armor class?
17.
All right. So the first one does 18 damage. The second one does 14. So 32 total fire damage.
Okay, yeah.
Can I see any reaction from the Mind Flare from what I said to it?
Where is Felaroff in all of this?
I was going to leave Felaroff back with these guys when I went scouting, so it's with us, but it's not like up in the kill zone. It's probably like 20 or 30 feet behind us in the woods.
Okay, the Mind Flare kind of looks at you, and you notice that he has like some kind of scar right in the center of his forehead. And he looks past you and says, "That is a beautiful horse. Can I pet it?"
Oh,
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
He's been lobotomized.
And you blast that gith, and he falls to the ground dead.
Oh, well, that's good.
So go ahead, roll initiative.
Same thing as last time.
I don't go last.
Saving the best for last.
My other dice are on timeout for a minute. So is Eagle form dropped yet?
Yeah, I assume what happened is you flew into the darkness to try to grapple things. I'm like, well, there he is. He's in his melee range because I couldn't see anymore. And the reason you missed your grapple was as you were grabbing him, you were slowly changing back into a dwarf.
Okay, Rothgar, you're up.
Not delightful. I can't see shit.
You know what? You should take another level of Warlock, and then we could team up in this darkness thing.
Get the invocation that lets me see magical darkness.
Yeah.
Maybe later. My next level is definitely going fighter, so I can get 3 attacks.
I actually just realized that my my familiar in my game I play with that Rajan runs has blind sight, and then I can cast darkness on it, so it can just fly around. It can like move around as a movable cloud of blackness, but it can see, and then cast my touch spells from it.
Alrighty, so I'll be rolling with disadvantage, I guess. Hey, all right, it's not bad. With disadvantage, that's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
The guy with the silver is my goal,
Okay.
and that is a whopping 19 damage. Second attack.
All right.
And that's unfortunate. That's a 9 to hit.
No.
I got him once.
Soul Wrench.
All right, so I unleash Bolshovath, who is, would be glowing in green flame if it weren't for the fact that he's covered in darkness. So I strike out at the Gith with a 23.
Yep.
All right, so Yikes. 16 damage. So I used my green flame blade. And then having used a cantrip, I'll get another attack as a bonus action,
Okay.
which is going to be a wide miss.
Okay, so I take it has disadvantage if it's going after you, Rothgar?
I mean, if you can't see in the dark, yeah.
Well, I mean, does dark vision doesn't...
No, it doesn't pierce magical
No.
darkness.
Okay. All right. 19,
Misses.
and he takes 2 swings with his silver sword and misses both times. Sully, you're up.
Okay, I am going to. What's the radius on this? Since I can't see anybody anyway.
Oh, yeah, you can't see in the dark.
Nope.
Is there moonlight at least? Well, these guys all have torches, though.
Right. Well, I mean, some of them did. I assume the one I attacked probably had a torch. Was there any? Was it just the 3 Gith and the Mind Flayer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do something that doesn't apparently require sight. I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith in the center of this dome of darkness.
What does that do?
So, any creature hostile to me in that enters that space or begins its turn there has to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw, DC 18, and it
What?
takes radiant damage if it fails or if it succeeds.
Nice.
I hope I don't get charmed.
So, but that's my turn.
Okay. Theria, you're up.
So I killed the Gith that I could see. There's 2 in the dark that I can't see. And then there's this lobotomized Mind Flayer that seems to have taken unnatural interest in my horse.
Yes.
Oh, wait, so I've caught 2 Gith in my darkness?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so if I have 2 attacks, right? Can I cast a cantrip and then ready in action in case somebody comes out of the darkness? As my
No,
second action?
cantrip is like that's a full action to cast cantrip.
I mean, unless it's a bonus action cantrip.
Okay, so
What do you want to do?
so I would normally have 2 bow attacks. So I'm saying instead of the first one, cast a cantrip, and then for the second one, just prepare my bow attack for if anything comes out of the darkness.
That's something that the Eldritch Knight does.
But I can't do that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Then I'm just going to cast light 30 feet in the other direction behind, like sort of in the side vision of the Mind Flayer. And I'm going to tell him, hey, look over there. Look at that awesome light over there. And if he moves towards the horse, I'm going to tell the horse to fly away from him.
Okay, yeah, he sees he is looking at Felaroff, and then he sees the light, and he's like, oh, thank you very much. Now I can pick mushrooms a lot easier. And he starts bending down and picking up the mushrooms because he can see them better.
They needed 3 guys to guard this.
All right, so the other Gith is going after Rothgar. Disadvantage.
First, he has to make a dexterity. If he's within 10 feet of my spiritual guardian, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 18.
Okay, DC 18. He makes it.
So he takes 10 points of radiant damage.
If he makes the saving throw?
Yep.
Well, that's...
Takes 20 if he fails.
Oh, hell you say. Okay. All right. First attack missed. Second attack misses.
Still alive.
Rothgar, you're up.
I'm swinging at the one with the silver stuff.
Okay.
Let's see here. Nice. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Reroll ones. 15 slashing. Second attack. Fuck. 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Did you use a bonus action?
No, not yet.
So Soul Wrench suggests if you were interested to use your Hex ability. Maybe we can grapple this guy and get some info out of him.
I mean, or we just knock him out. It's more fun.
All right, either way. All right. Well, Soul Wrench is definitely impressed by your willingness to run into complete darkness to fight. So,
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I've been underground for a while. I could just see that.
Unfortunately, Hex is on a creature you can see.
oh, fair enough.
I got one
Darkness,
spell slot, man. You gotta say that.
Where did this darkness come from, by the way?
Me.
Oh,
You basically put it on a.
I saw the gift with all the silver. I figured that he was a pretty strong veteran and decided to not take any chances and just
oh, I'm not complaining. I was just curious.
yeah. So now it doesn't have line of sight on any of you guys in case it was a spellcaster at all or something. But anyways, Pete, is it my turn now?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna attack with Green Flame Blade again.
All right.
23.
Is that other Gith nearby? Like within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is now. So then he'll also take some damage. So the Gith takes 16. The Gith with the silver takes 16 damage.
Okay.
And then the Gith next to him will take 11 fire damage. And
Okay.
then I'm going to use Volshovath to try to use its grapple ability against the veteran Gith. But that also, Jesus, 15 and a 2 again. So no, that one misses.
So there are 4 of you in this dark, all swinging wildly at each other.
Well,
You
all but me swinging wildly. I'm swinging with deadly precision most of the time.
You should have advantage because they can't see you.
Oh, that's right. Do I get advantage on that?
Yeah, if they're blinded, you have advantage on them.
Oh, you have blind sight?
Yeah, I can see in this darkness.
he has
Oh,
he has the Warlock See and Magical Darkness ability.
right.
Right, so I think I get advantage on that attack.
If they're blinded, you should.
So, well, nope, that still misses with Volshovath.
It does
It
not
was meant
translate to Volshovath. All right. So attacking Rothgar.
Bring it.
Probably because Rothgar is making so much noise in the darkness.
21.
That just hits me.
All right. And you take 16 slashing.
Okay.
Second attack with disadvantage. That's a natural 1. And he only embarrasses himself because you can't see how embarrassing it looked because he's in darkness.
I
So-
hear him kind of like hit the ground for a moment. Oh, ah.
Sully.
Okay. Oh, that's true. On his turn, he also had to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Is it for both of them? Because they're
It's
caught
for,
in this?
it's for anybody within 10 feet of the spell of the guardian I created.
Okay.
What's any
Okay.
hostile creature?
Okay. And if he doesn't make it, he takes 20.
20 radiant damage.
All right. Very good.
Since we're attacking blindly, I'm just going to move my spiritual weapon into the darkness and
Instead
attack,
of another
where he was.
Jesus Christ.
That's a 20.
That's a hit.
With disadvantage. 28 points of force damage. But I will prepare an action to cast Chill Touch if a gift comes out of the darkness.
Theria, you're up.
So I still just see darkness.
Yep. You can hear the sounds of combat.
And so inside of the darkness are 2 of our guys and 2 of their guys. As best I know.
And a spiritual.
And a spiritual weapon. I so
All
want
fighting
to just,
blindly except for myself.
I still want to just start firing arrows into the darkness, but I think that's a bad idea. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna slowly walk away from the mind flayer and hold my action in case any of the gifts come out. I have a hard enough time making my bow not explode in my hands. I don't want to shoot anybody.
And the mind flare looks up at you, and you can see he's got a pretty big mushroom in his hand. He said, "Oh, the master will be most pleased with this one. Thank you." Okay, so it's another saving throw for the other Gith, right?
Yep.
My turn is only 6 seconds, right? So I can't really have a conversation with him at this point.
I mean, you can. I mean, 6, 7 is relative anyway.
Yeah, I'll just wait till the battle's over.
Okay, going after Rothgar with his big disadvantage. That
Did he
doesn't
make-
do.
Did he
This-
make his save or not?
No, he didn't. He took 20. Yeah, 2 and a 4 is he's not been trained in the ways of fighting in darkness.
'Cause
Rothgar, you're up.
technically, the next guy, when he gets hit one way or another, that'll end the spell. So,
The next guy. What do you mean?
you have to track the damage the spell puts out, and when it
Oh,
goes over 60, the guardian goes away. So when I think it's the guy with all the silver makes his saving throw his next turn.
okay,
That'll be the end of the spell.
okay, no problem.
Attacking Mr. Silver. Fuck. 17 is it?
What?
17?
Nope.
Damn it. Same thing. Two attacks miss.
All right. Soul wrench.
All right, green flame blade again. 19.
Yep.
All right. So 20 points of damage, and then the other gift takes 10 fire damage. And then I'm going to attempt to use Volshavath with his grapple ability again. And that's a natural 20.
Okay.
Boom.
So that's 18 necrotic damage as he gets wrapped up in Volshavath's wiry blade.
All right. So he's got to make saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. So it's what, radiant damage,
Yep.
and he turns to dust.
Damn it!
Nice.
The spell goes away.
Okay. So the spell vanishes. The one Gith is down. The other has been burned up into ash, and the only thing is left is his weapon and the rings. The other Gith is just standing there, so it is Sully's turn.
So I'm gonna call out. Damn you, Sully! You disintegrated my prisoner.
Wait, so
I mean, you were using spells on him too. You can't non-lethal a spell. So
did the darkness dropped?
no,
Yep.
the darkness is still there. It was a spiritual guardian that vanished.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
So I don't even see that this guy has been dusted.
No, you haven't. That's right.
My spiritual weapon is going to swing at him. 22. I feel very good about what that spiritual weapon is doing. All you see is just a shower of silver rings come flying out.
Yep. All right. Theria.
Oh, I got nothing other than I'm just waiting to chat with the mind flayer and shoot at anything that comes out of the darkness. That's a gift.
Okay. All right. I don't think a 18 hits Rothgar.
Nope.
Rothgar, you're up. One Gith left.
I'll attack him. 22 to hit.
Yep.
17 slashing.
Okay.
Second attack. That is highly unfortunate.
A 1.
Yeah.
In the dark.
Natural 1. Alrighty. I don't know what the I didn't get a percentage of chance for this weapon to disappear on me.
Well, you have to roll. I have to look at that. What I sent. Done.
Wait, there's a chance this weapon will disappear?
Because now would be a good time to summon that devil that can already see in the darkness to attack you.
That only happens on initiative.
Okay.
A 1 on initiative that happened. But on a crit fail, there's a chance that the axe will disappear.
Yeah, there's a couple check. You have to. There's basically 3 things you have to do. So roll the crit fail.
Okay.
The percentage, like we normally do.
100.
I don't know.
That means you hit anyways, right?
I'm not sure why you're laughing so much, because that's a crit on you, I think.
Yeah, you killed him. You pulled a homer. You killed your target despite your incompetence.
So like I swing like batter style. I do one of those like weird things where I turn on the spot.
Yep.
My axe comes back around and embeds itself in his gut.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Well,
I don't think I actually rolled a 100 on the percentile.
Yeah. 99's the bad one. We know that,
Yeah.
don't we?
I don't know. I've rolled a few that were bad.
All right.
all right. Well, Soul Wrench drops the magical darkness.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would have done that like non-lethally.
Well,
Question somebody.
Okay.
But
don't know if they have that.
can you do it non-lethally when it's accidental damage?
Okay. Yeah. Give me a percentage roll. You roll under 50%. You didn't kill him.
All right. Well, I'm rolling high now. I just know it. Oh, 40. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's still alive.
All right. I hit him with the broadside of the axe.
Yeah.
Okay, so you dropped the darkness.
Yeah, I did.
Yep. The darkness is dropped. There are 3 Gith on the ground. 1 is Ash. And the Mind Flare is picking up mushrooms in the light that has been cast in this area.
So the gift that's not dead, he's laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because otherwise, my held action would have gone off. So I'm gonna talk to the Mind Flayer and ask him who his master is.
While that's happening, I'm gonna work with Rothgard. Does anyone have any rope or something to bind this Gith?
I have rope. I'll throw it to him.
Okay.
Ever.
So I work on binding the Gith.
I'll collect the silver bracelets that I scattered.
Okay.
I'm also gonna search the Gith to make sure that any hidden weapons or anything on his person couldn't possibly be used against us.
Okay. Yeah, the Mind Flare looks at you as he's picking the mushrooms and says, "Oh, you know, my master. What would you like to meet him?
Who is your master?
He is the one who gave me spirituality." And he raises his finger and rubs his forehead where his scar is.
Is your master another like you, or is it like them?
Oh no, he is very different.
He's not like either one of you.
No.
Do you know what sort of creature he is?
He claims to come from the hells. But that's all I know.
You don't know his name?
Well, we call him Master. He has many legs.
Like a rider?
What's a drider?
He's a man spider.
Nope.
How many legs? What is many?
And he starts to count. He says, 8. He likes mushrooms, and he kind of digs through the dirt a little bit and pulls out like a little grub. He's like, he likes these grubs too.
Does anybody have poison? I'm asking the rest of the crew. Does anybody have poison that we could put in one of these mushrooms?
I don't have anything like that, no.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't.
Can we craft something?
I
I'm
can't.
a brewer. I don't think any of my spells would do anything.
No. What are we doing with these mushrooms?
He's trying to poison them.
Thinking I could poison one of them and do something to one of them to screw up the master with it. You said before that one of the Gith had a silver sword?
Yeah, they all carry silver swords.
Silver like shiny or silver like the metal silver?
Like the metal.
Well, I definitely want one of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of them.
So after Soul Wrench is done searching the Gith and binding him and everything, he comes over and he's like, "What's the deal with this? Is this Deathbringer? Is this the guy?"
I don't
I
think so.
doubt it. Ask him if he knows Deathbringer.
We're looking for another one like you with the name of Deathbringer. Are you familiar with him?
That sounds like the angry one.
The angry one. Yes, I think he's pretty angry. Do you know where he is?
Oh, they keep him down below, away from everyone. He is a bad influence.
Well, we want to take away that bad influence. We want to take him away from you guys, so we can make you all happy and good influences.
But we are happy.
I can see that. You seem very happy. Can you give me any more information about where he is down below?
Well, the master keeps an eye on him.
Is there anything the master doesn't like bright lights or fire or cold? Have you ever accidentally brought him anything that he got angry at you for bringing to him?
One time I brought him a stick, and he did not like that.
Soul Wrench is quickly frustrated and states, "This is a waste of time. This creature's clearly been lamed. We shouldn't waste our time with this. We need to move before more reinforcements come."
Okay.
You are very angry. Do you need a hug?
Yes, he does. Why don't you-
Soul Wrench just glares at him with his blazing green fire eyes.
Go ahead. He needs a hug, obviously. Go ahead.
To be honest, Soul Wrench, I don't know that anyone here needs a hug more.
Okay, so he walks over and with his tentacles and attempts to give you a hug.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm going to look in the bag. Are any of the a piton is like a spike, right?
Yeah, they're used for climbing, generally.
Yeah,
Is it small enough? Is it small enough that I could stick one inside of one of the bigger mushrooms?
Probably not.
Or what about like a piece of flint from my tinder box? Something sharp that somebody would not like to eat.
I mean, are we assuming that he's eating these things like apples?
Yeah, he sounds like a beast. He said he eats grubs too.
Yeah. Well, people eat grubs, but they cook them sometimes or stick them in lollipops.
All right. Well, I'm putting flint and tinder from my tinder box and a couple of the mushrooms. So if they cook them, they're gonna catch fire.
Thinking of those little exploding snap things.
All right. So and then I say to him that he needs to stay out here and pick lots of mushrooms, more than he normally does, because there's going to be a big feast for the master. So he should stay out here as long as he can picking mushrooms until somebody comes to get him.
I don't know if we should leave this creature alive. It's seen us. It knows our faces. That admittedly doesn't necessarily matter, but as it may be able to give the Gith some information that they would find useful.
I can't kill this creature.
He steps back from his hug and says, "Why are you angry, and why do you speak with two voices?" And he looks at your arm. I think your arm needs a hug too.
Volshavath quickly unsheaths and just beyond Soul Wrench's will raises in a defensive posture. Taking all of Soul Wrench's might just to keep it from slashing out at this thing.
He says, if you were spiritualized like me, you would release your anger, and then you wouldn't have a problem. And we could pick mushrooms together.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Soul Wrench is just beyond the point of dumbfounded. He just doesn't even know how to respond. He's just sitting there with his mouth gaping open, looking at everybody like, what?
If there's one thing Soul Wrench is good at, it's releasing his anger. Mushroom picking, maybe not so much.
So I tell the spiritualized mind flayer that to not tell anybody about us, that we're a surprise for the master,
Oh.
and that if he tells the master will be angry with him and it will ruin the surprise.
Okay, roll persuasion.
14.
He says, but I can't stay out here much longer because they will want to know where I am.
Well, I'll tell you what. You at least got to stay out here until this guy wakes up. And I'll point to one of the dead ones.
And if anyone asks you what happened to them, tell them that they were attacked by a giant quill-yielding bear and its mate. Have you seen those creatures before? They usually live on the other side of the river.
No. I don't venture far from the camp.
All right, so do you guys want to interrogate the other guy?
Yeah, but we need to do it away from here, and probably might be even a better idea to take whatever remains we can with us.
Okay.
You know,
So
if we're gonna
remember-
leave this guy, I mean, I don't. Soul Wrench is not about leaving this guy. Soul Wrench would argue to either kill him outright, or if you guys are feeling particularly merciful, bringing him with. But you know, this is anything out of the ordinary like this is going to get the loss of the flare, and these is going to alert them. But at least this way, they have no idea what it is.
I mean,
Whereas
look,
if we leave,
I grab Sully's arms and I'd say, "Here, you see these? He has authority over you. You listen to what he says."
Because he has a silver.
Right.
He's got the silver end and the mark on his hand.
And the mind flayer looks. He's very curious, and he said, "You do not look like Gith."
I'm not. That doesn't mean I don't outrank these fools. Follow us. You go to collect mushrooms, but not from here, from a different place.
But the master needs his mushrooms. Will you bring them to him?
Of course we will. That's why we're here. A mushroom duty.
Part of the surprise.
Where do you want me to go next?
Just follow us. And here, carry this. I'm just going to hand him one of the gifts.
Do we maybe want to examine this other Gith's tattoo thing on his hand? See if maybe we can enhance Sully's.
Pretty sure we're not going to be doing much tattooing without needles.
Paint.
Just put more bracelets on.
That somebody's got a disguise kit, don't they?
Nope.
if only somebody, you never have a disguised self spell when you need one.
All right, so we're going to take these guys maybe a quarter of a mile west into the forest.
Okay.
And is that far enough, or do you guys want to keep going?
I mean, I think it's fine.
So I would like to go scout out the tower while you guys are interrogating this gift.
All right. That's a plan.
All right.
Fine with me.
So I'm going to cast another Pass Without a Trace. A 32 on my stealth roll.
Damn. Okay. So you're headed up to that tower?
To the northwest tower, yeah.
Okay. So you make your way across this like open field. It's just basically dirt. and you manage to get all the way around and to the northwest tower.
Do I see any weakened spots in the stone? Or any holes?
Give me an investigation roll.
Shit, my investigation sucks. $15. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that there are some cracks that shouldn't be there, and just slightly kind of like pushing on it, it just kind of falls apart and is very thin in that spot.
Okay. Can I push in some more?
Yeah, and your whole hand goes like right through it.
All right, if I pull my hand back out, what do I see through the hole?
You peek through and it looks to be like some kind of room.
Is it dark?
Yeah.
Can I tell or have some idea what, like, is it, are there things to cook with, or are there beds or anything identifiable?
It looks like a hallway.
Okay. And how big does this damaged area look like? Does it look like I could push through enough that I could sneak through here?
Yeah, you could probably push enough of this stuff that to get somebody to crawl through it.
Okay. Do I think Soul Wrench could fit through it?
That might be a challenge.
Okay.
This guy obviously used shitty plaster in place of actual stones. So I'm sure we can bust out a hole big enough for him.
All right, I'm going to go back to the group and report what I found. You want me to do another stealth roll?
Yeah.
36.
All right. So while Theria is out doing his stealth, I'm trying to rouse the Gith and wake him up to interrogate him.
He comes to.
And so before even speaking a word, I'm going to begin calling upon the powers within my demonic form to create just a sense of absolute terror. So I'll use my intimidate,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use inspiration on that. Try and get higher. And then I'm also going to use my, because I want to really put forth the point, I'm going to use my Dark One's Own luck. Yeah. So that is a total of 36.
Okay. Yeah, he comes to, and his eyes are wide, and he just starts blabbing in Gith.
Perfect. I look at the Mind Flayer, and I ask, do you understand what he's saying?
Good thought.
Well, yes, I do.
Well,
I'm gonna, smaller though I am, I'm sure, than Soul Wrench, nevertheless just sort of step in front of him and like bump him a bit and say, this being here wields the powers of all the hells, and I tell you what, he is going to ask you some questions and you're going to answer in the common we both know you speak, or else I'm going to start interrogating you, and however, whatever terrors of hell he may bring will be nothing compared to me and this pencil, as which I will withdraw from my navigator's box.
All right, roll intimidate
That is a 25.
with advantage.
That is a 28.
Okay.
I love it.
Before the mind flare can even start translating, he starts talking, rambling, starts talking in common. Yes, yes. Look, I had no intent of joining the Lich Queen's army straight from the academy. It was clearly a mistake on my part, and I take back everything I did. And whatever you need, you just tell me what it is. And
So, first of all, do you know of Deathbringer?
I know of a mind flare that's in the. He's kept below ground, and the creature watches him very carefully.
What were you doing out tonight with this mind flare?
He was collecting mushrooms for the master.
And who's your master?
The master that interrogates and utilizes the mind flares.
And how do they utilize the mind flares?
They use their energy and their powers and interrogate them.
Is that what's been done to this one?
Can't you tell?
How soon will people be looking for you?
It shouldn't be very long. He's expected back very soon.
And who will they send?
Probably they will probably send if it's by the book that it will be at least 9.
And how many are within your ranks in the rotting corpse?
Probably 100. There's a few new bloods and some veterans and a couple of captains and some of the minotaurs, and I think there's even a few fire salamanders. We just took this place recently.
What
Do you
creature?
know where Deathbringer is kept exactly?
He's kept in the first building to the right, down below.
Are there keys?
No, it is not locked.
Then how do you keep a mind flare without locked doors?
He is kept in some kind of. He is sealed in something, some kind of casket thing or something. I don't know. They don't let me go down there.
So, Soul Wrench is first going to gesture to everybody else and ask if there's anything else anybody would like to know.
He mentioned a creature is watching him. What is that
Yeah, I
creature?
was going to ask, is the creature different than the master?
No, they are the same. They're the same thing. He is. I only get glimpses of him. He is some sort of giant bug thing. I don't really know what he is from. They say that he is from the Hells.
Based on the description and knowing that he's from the Hells, is this something that I might have some familiarity with or knowledge of?
Yeah, roll intel check.
6.
You've probably never come across something that he is describing at this point.
Okay. So, Gith, tell me, after all the information that you've given us, what more can you offer in exchange for your life?
I don't know what more I can get you. I mean, I've given you what information you need. You are a very formidable group, but I don't think you can take on a fortress of 100.
He doesn't know it's very well, does he?
Does anyone else have anything for the gift?
Yeah, ask him about traps.
Good point,
If we-
Sully.
If we can somehow get through the wall of the northwestern tower, is there an easy way from there for us to get down below to where the angry one is kept?
The northwest tower. No, that's the absolute opposite where the entrance to the prison is. So, no, there is no entrance below that I know of. There are no traps set up in the prison. It is a very dark place. It is where they interrogate the mind flayers. It's where they become spiritualized.
And where's this creature?
He roams the prison.
You get our food?
He roams the underground or he roams the top,
Mike.
like ground level?
All the prison is all underground, so he roams the whole prison. It is not very big.
So does he spend most of his time then below in the building on the right where the mind flayer we're looking for is?
Yes. He rarely. I have never seen him in the courtyard of the fortress.
And who's allowed to feed this creature? I mean, obviously, the idiot over here is providing them with mushrooms. Who takes the mind flayer down with the mushrooms?
No, you got your.
Is it always the same people or is it different people?
You got
He allows the spiritualized mind flayers to bring it in, and I believe they're just there are Gith, they're slaves. They call them grim lickers. They bring him the food.
So if we were to light the northwest tower on fire, what would be a reaction to the guards and everyone inside be?
I'm not sure what the exact protocol would be. I would have to check my training manual to figure out what would they do. But they would probably think they're under attack.
Did I find anything on the gift when I was checking him?
No, just the silver swords. They don't really carry any. They have like a hide armor. Really nothing special. They don't really carry medallions or anything.
So I've got a couple of thoughts. We could wait until the next 10 or so come out looking for these guys and spring a trap on them. And then continue to do that for as long as we could. We could
If the
light.
So I feel like it's only a matter of time before the second patrol goes missing and they send out a very large force of like 30. We're not going to be able to easily waylay 30 at a time.
True. We could light the northwest tower on fire.
Right. I'm kind of thinking though, maybe we wait to see who comes out, attack them, kill them off, and then make our way as fast as possible back to that hole. Then they'll send out their larger group looking for the second missing patrol, but we'll be inside.
I have another idea.
Okay.
If we can lure out a good portion of them, I can create a wall of fire to prevent them from re-entering the keep.
how long does that last?
Let's see. It'll last up to a minute.
So that's kind of tough.
Yeah, that is cutting it close.
You'd have to know exactly when to throw that up there
Mhm.
to give us the best chance of making it back out.
They might have gates that we could lock.
But this gift just said that there are no keys. There are no locks.
Well, and we're never going to be able to lure out the majority of them. So
Right.
there's going to be just as many inside to reopen any gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Well, so the other idea was that one or two of us could go through the hole and sneak in and see if we can, if there's some other distraction we can generate once we're inside.
Well, I mean, again, I can imagine using Rothgar as our distraction because he can teleport to us.
Right.
The problem is, how do you sort of maximize his value as a distraction?
Yeah.
You know, in a way that still allows him to use his equipment, because I could still polymorph him.
Well, we could be back at the hole, and he could be around the front, and he could do something to try to draw them out, and then teleport to us.
I could provide Rothgar with both artillery cover fire using my shoulder cannons, as well as my minions providing assistance with him distracting his foes on the ground.
Yeah, but if he teleports, what's going to happen to your minions?
What does it matter? They're disposable.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were attached to them or not.
They exist as pieces of me, but they are no more valuable than a fingernail.
So should we kill the next 10, then head around to the hole, have Rothgar and the minions lead whatever they can out, and then have him teleport back to us and sneak in the back door?
Sorry, what was that?
So we'll kill the next 10, which I think we said was the protocol, right? That they'd send another 9 or 10 out first to see what happened. And then after you kill the next 9 or 10, a larger group will come. So at that point, 3 of us will go around to the back door. Rothgar and the minions will stir up trouble in the front, and then he'll teleport to us in the back, and we'll sneak in the back door.
I would caution against the ease with which you think you can dispatch 9 or 10 Gith. You don't know if they would send out their veterans or their weaker ones. My guess is that once they know that somebody is attacking them, whether subtly or outright, that they would send out more experienced members of their army. And Gith are well known for their military prowess, but even more so, they have a history of conquering worlds. Not just nations, but worlds. Not only that, but there's no way to tell if an elder Gith that still maintains the ways of their older ways and has abilities which are like magic but more of the mind.
So I'm going to go back to our Gith prisoner and say, so who's the top ranked Gith in your prison? And then who's his lieutenant?
What do you mean? Who's in charge?
Yeah, the names.
Who is in charge? The person in charge of the prison is a dark robe.
Is it what?
Is a dark robe.
Is that one of Rothgar's friends?
So pull Rothgar aside again, or pull Rothgar and probably Soul Wrench aside. And say, when he says dark robe, do you think that means somebody who has one of the cloaks that you have, or is it something else?
I doubt it's like my cloak.
Look, here's what I was sort of thinking. If we could figure out who the second in command is of this facility, we could go in through the little hole in the tower, go over the tower we're looking for, with the Mind Flayer in tow and a bunch of mushrooms, although I guess we'll have to collect more mushrooms now, and just say that in an effort to humiliate me and all my silver fucking bracelets, I've been ordered to take this Mind Flayer in to feed the monster, the master down below. And I don't appreciate this one little bit because I am such a great hero to the Lich Queen, but I'll fucking do it because the lieutenant told me to. And then we just walk right in.
Okay.
He says that the dark robe controls is the ruler. He's in charge of the fortress, and there are at least 4 captains who control all the soldiers.
And who are the captains? What are their names?
The one I report to, his name is Gus.
And who would be more likely to be like awake right now and taking orders and giving orders? They must rotate these people.
Well, the captains, I don't think they sleep. I think they stay awake all the time. That's what they told us at the academy. They don't sleep.
All right, fine.
So this gift, the uniform that he's wearing, does it look like the uniform that was gifted to us by Asmodeus? Or who we assume to be Asmodeus?
Yeah, it looks very similar. It has the Lich Queen symbol on it.
And are there any Minotaurs inside this prison of yours?
Oh, well, yeah. There's a few.
And what do they do there?
They help with securing the fortress.
So, I mean, whatever else, I guess the artist formerly known as Asmodeus gave us a decent costume.
Gith, do you use any code words or have any specific greetings when you encounter one another in rotting corpse?
When we go to the gate, we say, we ask, what would we like on our hot dog? And the response is supposed to be, we are out of relish.
And is there any pathways to get in and feed the master?
No.
Just to make sure, I'd like to insight this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Make sure it's like, this isn't the code word of kill these fuckers.
Somehow we'll turn it into that.
So what does an 8 get me?
Well, I got a 17.
Okay. He is. You can tell that he is very, very nervous, and maybe relish isn't the exact word right now, but it was at one point.
I'm gonna turn and face my friends like just in front of him, and then take out that pencil and turn around and put it like right under his nose and be like, "Are you shitting me, boy? Are you shitting me with this relish nonsense? What's the password now? What's the password?"
It's a sauerkraut. Sauerkraut. Oh.
no, inside him again. I got natural 20 that time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You realize that relish and sauerkraut are the rolling passwords, depending on the time.
That's a good thing I don't need to know how to spell that word.
All right. So, given this information and the fact that we've collected more bracelets and that we have silver swords now, and it may be that we could get in or at least pass with these costumes if we were to get in.
I mean, I think it's good knowledge to have what the passcode for the gate is, but I still like going in through the hole they don't know about.
Yeah, like we're already in there.
And then we could just use that as like background information if anybody starts asking questions.
What we could do is we could go and wait for the reconnaissance party or whatever it would be called that's going to look for the gift, and we could actually a few minutes later approach the door with the gift as if we were a part of that party and had found them and had found him.
I'm a little nervous about walking up with the gift.
Yeah, I like the idea of us sneaking in the back with our costumes on and then just starting to walk around the hallways as if we were already there.
I don't actually wish this particular gift any real harm, but like just being like, all right, well, see you later. Once we're inside, seems like it'd be a little weird, and you can't just kill him.
Oh wait, no, I was not the gift. I meant the mind flayer. If I said the gift, because they're looking for the mind flayer and the other gift, and so if we approach the door with the mind flayer and say that.
I feel a little better about that plan. I think taking the mind flayers with us is crucial because it'll look a lot less suspicious our trying to get into that tower if we're taking him and a mess of mushrooms with us.
Yeah, that might be the way to go, or sneaking in the back. Either way, but I'm liking the idea of actually using these costumes now, given what we've been able to glean and recover.
We only had 3 before, right? So we're going to have to take a 4th off one of these dead bodies.
Yeah, we can do that, and we got the Minotaur costume, so I think that's probably better for me to use. Although, question, Peter, the wings that I have now, do they retract like my old ones, or are they kind of in place where they are?
They sort of, they don't really retract. They kind of like graft to you. They kind of like close in and then look like they kind of, I mean, if you looked, you can tell it's different, but they don't like retract.
Kind of like Goldar from Power Rangers, like little mini wings.
I have no idea. It's like right over my head, so I don't. Sure, okay.
They fold around his body, sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I got to bail.
Okay.
But if you keep talking, just let me know what happens.
Yeah, I think we can. I mean, maybe talk about what we're going to do, but then we can actually invade next time.
So.
All right, guys.
All right.
Well, appreciate it, man.
All right.
Later.
Take care, Link.
All right.
I do sort of. I mean, my thinking is that wandering. There's an advantage to wandering into the front gate where if it all goes south immediately, we can try to run away. But there is that chance that it all goes south immediately. And then it's like a wide open area we've got to cover to actually get away. Whereas I really feel like once we're inside. Like that complication is out of the way. The only, I mean, and then the counterpoint to that is, I guess somebody might say, well, you're the only dwarf in here. How did a dwarf get in here at all?
Well, we have shackles, right?
Right.
I could also be a prisoner.
Right. I mean, and it could be you're the only human in here too. So the
So
Minotaur,
that
the
could
Minotaur
be-
costume presumably solves the problem for Soul Wrench because he'll look like a Minotaur.
But also, the prisoner idea works because, especially if we're bringing the Gith, or not the Gith, the Mind Flayer with us, it would explain like where the other Gith went to, or whatever, and that would actually give us access to the prison as well, potentially, where we're gonna find Deathbringer as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said like, rub a bunch of like mud and dirt on my armor. We'll just say that I was out there.
As
just
if it's not already there.
probably plenty of blood. That'll help. I'm just saying, like, make it look like I've been like out there for a while, just fucking gone crazy. I assaulted the team, and then you guys stopped me.
That seems like a plan.
Yeah, I mean that works for me. I think we could do that.
So yeah, that would explain why you have the Mind Flayer and you have a prisoner dwarf.
You know, and then maybe we can use the back entrance of the tower as a way to escape. Although it might be easier since we'll be right to the left of the front gate at that point, just to try to run out the front gate. We might need a back way out though, so it's good to know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Soul Wrench doesn't get stuck getting out.
If your fat ass ruins this for us, Soul Wrench.
I mean, he can always fly right out of there.
Yeah, and also, if I need to remind you guys, I blasted the shit out of the ceiling and everything when we were facing the Grimlocks.
So I think that's probably going to be the plan.
All right.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, take it easy.
All right,
Later.
take care, everyone.
All right.
The artist formerly known as Asmodeus.
Critical!